Hello students, we are going to see the history of English literature in this video. A history of English literature is simply a chronological account of the books which have been written in the English language. Every book takes us back immediately to the man behind it. The personalities of the men by whom this literature has been made. It examines in detail their lives, experiences, and characters are shared through literature. The history of this literature is the record of the relationship between a writer and the people who are living in the period, or they may be a succeeds to the author, and it is the record of the relationship between age and age. It records the rise, the growth, and the decline of schools and movements. It is also the record of the influence of individual writers upon an age and the vice versa. Of course, it is not just a chronological account of the books, but it is a record of both individual writers and their special contributions to literature, and of the personal and impersonal forces which shaped their works. The major aims or the objectives of the history of English literature is to give a clear account of the whole transformation of literature from period to period, to make out the causes which have produced such transformation, and to explain the successive changes in its matter, form and spirit. History of English literature is always divided into periods, primarily as a matter of convenience and to break a large subject up into parts. A period is length of time during which a particular kind of taste prevails, and literature is therefore marked by various common characteristics of subject matter, thought, tone, and style. While the individual writers of such a period will of course differ immensely from one another in all the specific qualities of personality, these common characteristics will nonetheless be pronounced features in the works of all of them. Then, with a decisive change of taste, the period in question may be said to come to a close while another period opens. The taste of an age differs from that of others. The literature written in an age is marked by various common features like its subject matter, thought, tone, and style. Each age has its own particular lines of interest and its own particular way of thinking and feeling about things. The following are the factors to decide how a period should be. Anything that begins fresh interests and ideas into the life of an age. Anything that modifies the thoughts and feelings of a period. Any change in the attitude towards men and things are considered to be the factors in deciding a period. Labels of periods. The periods in the history of English literature are usually labeled with epithets derived from history. One is Elizabethan period and the Victorian period. Each period is named by its most characteristic and representative writer. To learn the history of English literature, it is, of course, to learn the relationship between the periods of general history also. The first period in the history of English literature is pre-Chaucerian period, and the historical age of this period is Anglo-Saxon period. The next period is the age of Chaucer. The historical period of this age is Middle Plantagenet period. The next is From Chaucer to Tottel's Miscellany. Then comes the age of Shakespeare. The historical age is the Elizabethan age. Then the age of Milton, that is the Caroline age. The age of Dryden, which is the historical ages, age of Restoration. Age of Pope, the historical ages, the age of Queen Anne. Age of Johnson, Middle Georgian age. Age of Wordsworth is an age of revolution. The age of Tennyson, the Victorian age. The age of Hardy, and the last one is the present age. Thank you all.